The summer update is right around the corner, and today we have some balancing changes that might bring some long forgotten ground troops back into the meta. What's going on, my friends? My name is Joe, welcome back to the show, and today we have 18 balancing changes that are going to be coming to Clash of Clans in the June 2022 update. Now, most of these changes will take place on the home village, so we're going to get started with our defenses first, and it looks like they're going to be targeting walls to get us started, which is kind of interesting, considering level 9 to level 14 walls will be receiving a hit point nerf. Each level will have a different amount lost, ranging from 500 to 2,000 points. Now, I'm not entirely sure why we're deciding to do a nerf on the walls, but then again, with the use of balloons, I don't think it really matters. I mean, come on, they just fly over top. We also have the Archer Tower, level 16 and 17, that will receive a slight damage per second nerf on about 2 to 4 points. So Town Hall 12s, you guys will be the ones that see the changes to your Archer Tower, although in testing, I didn't really see a major difference. The X-Bow, level 6 and level 7, will be nerfed 5 damage per second each. So that would be Town Hall 12 and Town Hall 13 X-Bows, but when they're grouped up together against a Queen Walk, I mean, it doesn't really matter, she's gonna die anyways. The Inferno Tower, level 6 in single target mode, will have a slight damage per second nerf on both initial damage to full charge of its flame beam. So it's minute, not a major change when it comes to the ramping up of that flame beam, but it might be noticeable in some situations. Now, this is a major change in regard to the Eagle Artillery. The activation housing space will be set to 200 for all levels. So this includes the Town Hall 11s, the level 1 and the level 2. Prior to this update, housing space activation was 180 points, now being shifted to meet the other levels at 200. Mortars level 9 through level 14 will gain a hit point buff, with the largest increase of 350 points being added to Town Hall 14 mortars. So apparently we were able to destroy mortars really fast. But then again, are they really effective beyond Town Hall 4 anyways? And the Red Air Bomb, levels 5 through level 9, will receive a slight damage buff. So I think the goal there is to kind of slow down those balloons and possibly those dragons and dragon riders. But again, only time will tell until we get this update in your hands. Now, moving on to the offensive side, starting with the nerfs. I know a lot of you guys, including myself, are not going to be a big fan of these nerfs. The Sneaky Goblin, level 7 and level 8, will have its damage per second nerfed, but it will maintain its 2 times multiplier versus the resource buildings. Now, I did test this out because we do use Sneaky Goblins a lot to farm, and I didn't see a major difference when it came to my farming / taking down those town halls. But then again, we're going to have to try it out in multiple scenarios after the update to see how effective these changes were. The Flame Flinger will also see a wave of changes, which include a reduced direct hit damage radius, an increased duration of fire damage from 20 to 30 seconds, and all levels will see a nerf on max fire damage per second. Now, I think that each of us that have had the opportunity to use the Flame Flinger have seen the benefits of these changes in the past. Not like I was exactly complaining or anything, because it was actually really powerful. But then there's also going to be a change on the Super Wall Breaker to coincide with the reduction of hit points on the walls. The Super Wall Breaker will receive a nerf to its death damage, but then again, I didn't see a major change when I was doing testing earlier. Now for the buffs. The P.E.K.K.A. level 2 to level 7 will gain a significant hit point buff, which will enable them to withstand more defensive damage and last longer. With this change, I anticipate that a lot of our more popular strategies from a few years ago, like Peekaboo Bat, might make a major comeback for those at Town Hall 10 and Town Hall 11. Now, it looks like the Giant, level 7 through level 10, will gain a slight slight increase to his damage per second, which could be really helpful when it comes to tanking for those wall breakers or even for those queen walks at higher levels. The bowler from level 1 to level 5 will be getting a 25 to 35 hit point buff, which should help them get through those giant bombs a little bit easier. However, we might not see it come back in a way like we saw years ago where they were walking through bases like nothing, you know? And then I think the biggest change, or the main focus for this entire balancing changes, was more directed towards the Valkyrie, the long forgotten troop that very few use these days. So when it comes to the levels, we have level 5 through level 9 gaining between 100 to 200 additional hit points. This will also affect the Super Valkyrie from level 7 to level 9, and it looks like with the Super Valkyrie we have multiple changes taking place. 400 points added to the hit points, so a major buff on the Super Valkyrie. And we also have the attack speed being reduced from 1.8 to 1.1 seconds, which will make them slightly faster on target. Movement speed decreased from 3.5 to 3 tiles per second, and the rage radius will increase from 3.5 to 4 tiles, which will include more troops in range of that dropped rage spell. The clone spell levels 1 through 4 will be getting a clone capacity buff, but not like it's major, just like 1 or 2 added onto the points there. And then the skeleton spells level 1 through 6 will gain an additional spawn to each level. Now for some bad news. The clan capital raid medal capacity of 5,000 points will be correctly enforced, although I never really got enough to even know whether it was broken, but apparently if you get more than 5,000 points from raid weekend, the exchange rate will be 1 gem per 100 raid medals. So you can't go beyond it. You'll get compensated gems for each 100 raid medals. Now the biggest change that we've seen in Clash of Clans since the removal of global chat, all national flags will be removed from Clash of Clans upon this update. Any flag you have purchased will be refunded to your gold storages, 100,000 gold per national flag, and all fictional flags will remain in the game. So my biggest takeaway here is that Clash of Clans is trying to separate game from real life, and it was only a matter of time before this happened. So what'd you guys think? Leave your feedback down in the comments below. Make sure you're subscribed with notifications turned on for more Clash of Clans update information, and we will see you in the next video.